The single Skye Wheatley. Hello, guys. Welcome back to another episode. We've missed you. We probably got a lot of things to chat about in today's episode, so this will be quite juicy and interesting.
Yeah, I feel like we've got a lot to talk about today.
Lot to catch up on.
Yeah.
So we've got a few headlines. We'll do a quick catch up. What's been happening with you?
What's been happening with me?
Yes.
I've been in the process of moving house. I've moved back to Brisbane now, which I hated the moving process. I wish I just got a remove list to just do everything for me.
100%.
Because you think you're saving money, but you're just wasting so much of your time. Like,
oh, it's a lot.
It's horrible, isn't it? Like, it is horrible.
Did you do some culling though while you were moving?
Yeah. You always cull when you move. I feel like the more times you move, the less shit that you have because you're just like, nah, Siebes, throw that out, throw that out, throw that out.
Do I really want to take this with me? Did you find anything that you were missing?
Did I find anything that I was missing?
Yeah, I feel like I'd find shit and be like, that's where that is. I'd be like, oh my God.
Even just like clothes and stuff. I'm like, I've been looking for that for ages.
Yes, 100%. I would love to move just so I can find half my shit.
What's been happening with you?
Yeah,
You got a lot happening. Let's start with your hair. What is going on there?
Well, it is a wig.
Do you wear wigs? When will you wear wigs?
I actually would love to start wearing more wigs. This one's synthetic, but I've actually got real wig, like real hair.
So that's like plastic hair.
This is plastic.
It looks mental, I'm not going to lie.
But also, it's Halloween month, so I'm like, kind of fits in with that spooky theme.
Yeah, you're scaring me.
Oh, okay. Well, I love that for you. Here's the partner freaking out, being like, oh my God, he's going to want to you. And he's like, you look so crazy and weird. Anyway, so there has been a lot going on with me and lots of headlines that we'll address today too. But yeah, basically, you heard it here first. There has been a breakup, but then like we've been co-parenting and this is like the longest we've gone separated.
Yeah.
Because normally we'll have like little breaks, you know, because there's been a lot on both our plates. We're both stressed with work. We've got 2 young children, trying to navigate 2 young boys and a renovation plus our own businesses. Like it's been very stressful. And I think with men and women, I think it's very hard to understand each other sometimes. So yeah, we'll usually have little breaks so we can just like, you know, reset and then we usually come back. But this has definitely been the longest co-parenting split / break we've ever had.
Yeah, right.
I think we did get super close there to ending it and
For real,
like calling it quits. But maybe I freaked out a little bit and I was like, oh my God, I just don't know if I can go through this right now. And especially when the boys are young and the house isn't done, I'm like, let's just put the brakes on this for a bit and finish the house, get the kids sorted, like get everyone into a better routine, get everyone into an actual living space that might not be so chaotic and hectic, and then go from there. Maybe get some couples counseling, maybe because we've been doing counseling for Foresto at the moment. So I'm like, you and I need counseling as well. And then if we get to that point where we say we've tried absolutely everything, then I think we can both recognize that it's come to an end. But we were just taking a break there for a bit, and then. Yeah, got really super close to...
But like the media blows everything out of proportion. Oh my God, there was a video of Lockie like putting some cardboard on fire or some paper on fire and all of a sudden like the world's ending and there's like a full breakup and all this. I'm like, they've probably just got junk that they need to burn because they got so much shit in their renovations.
Yeah, we do. But I'm like, wow, your timing was impeccable there. That was good timing.
Yeah.
So
did you call it quits this time? Like, did you like...
I think we can both recognize when we're both feeling very tense and like shit gets really heated. So we both can recognize that like, okay, time to call it quits. But like I was the one who was pretty firm and strong with keeping it that way.
Yeah.
But then I had like a full mental breakdown, freak out. I had some falling out with some friends and it was all just happening like at once. And I was like, okay, let's take a look here, Skye. Can we really go through all of this at once? This is a lot of mental, emotional shit that you have to deal with. And then I'm like, I just don't think that I'm strong enough. Like it got to the point where like I was so anxious to the point where I would just like stand there and not get anything done, couldn't work.
Yeah, do you feel like it's like just consuming your brain?
Yeah, it consumed me to the point where I was like, I cannot even like move.
Yeah.
Or I didn't want to get out of bed. Like, it just wasn't a good time.
Were you like full cold turkey, like no contact whatsoever, or how did it work?
Yeah, we were pretty much like cold turkey. We'd only like contact each other if we needed to chat about the kids or whatever. But it was hard because we're still living under the same roof. Like, we can't really go cold turkey because, you know, there have been times where we've done it and I've gone to stay at my mum's for a bit and he's gone to go stay with his mum, or he goes wherever he goes. I wasn't questioning it. But it's hard to pack a bag and do that every time when you're under so much stress. And like, we both work from home, our office is at home, all of our clothes are at home. And it's also like, you don't want the kids to feel uncomfortable. So there's just so much navigation with the whole breakup and break thing.
Yeah. Well, I feel like breakups in general, it's like one of the hardest things that you can go through. And like with your current circumstances of like going through the renovations, having 2 kids involved as well, like that's just like added extra shit on top, which is just chaos.
I know, you're giving me anxiety just like hearing that, because it's just like, I remember the last breakup I went through, I was like on the floor, fetal position, just like grabbing my knees, could barely breathe, like crying, couldn't I'm like, I don't want that emotion right now. I'm like, I do not want to fucking go through that right now. Like,
no, that's right.
And then when it did all hit me, I was like, oh my God, no, like maybe we should make this work. Like maybe we should just, you know, go through that point where we can say, okay, we've tried absolutely everything and we've given it our all. And then if it doesn't work, then we can go, okay, let's go through the emotions of this and let's go through the pain because we've tried everything. Yeah,
because I feel like if you don't go through like all the obstacles beforehand to make it right, then you have that doubt in your mind that you've made the right decision or not.
I know.
Whereas like if you do everything you possibly can to make it work and it still doesn't work, then all you have to do is focus on like just detaching, because you're like, I've tried everything. It's not working. Like
I gave it my fucking all.
Yeah, and you're not going to be as inclined to keep going back then, you know what I mean? Because like you've done everything. Like what more is there to try? Like we've tried everything.
100%. But then there's like, that cloud of doubt being like, could you have made it work? Or did you let something go that was amazing? And is the grass greener on the other side? You know, like I feel like I've been sitting with so many emotions for so long that I get so overwhelmed. Like I feel like I openly speak about my feelings and I openly chat about things that are going on in my life, but I do keep a lot in to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm a fucking volcano now and I'm erupting. And then I just get to the point where I'm like, cut it all off, let it go. But then I'm not in my right mind, because I'm like, okay, let's go through the steps calmly and be like, all right, what can we do to help this? Like I just get to a point where I'm like, nah, I'm done.
Yeah. And I think you got to like look at it from like a position where you got thinking about it logically, and not just making decisions on your emotion.
I'm not a logical thinker.
You need to be in this circumstance, so I feel, you know, because if you're just thinking and reacting with emotion, then you're not making the best choices.
100%. And that's why for so long I feel like I've put this off, and like both of us have been like, let's just get the house done. And it's not just like breakups are hard when it's just you and the other person, but when you've got kids, a house, animals, and shared assets and everything else, then it's like 10 times harder.
Yeah, of course.
And breakups are fucking hard as it is.
They are,
so hard. But
as well, when you've been with somebody for such a long time, was it 7 years now?
8 years.
8 years, like that's such a big part of your life. So like the detaching phase as well is even more difficult than like somebody you've had a fling for like a couple of months, you know? Because like you've lived your whole life without them, you've only been with them for 2 months. It's easy to go back into your other ways, but when you've lived with somebody and been with somebody for 8 years, like the detaching phase would be, I don't know, I've never experienced it, but I can only imagine how hard it would be.
I know. And then to like move and go through, okay, what's yours? And even like maybe having to go to court, and like then the fucking whole press and social media and everyone watching it. I'm like,
I try to keep most like my relationships now like out of the public eye, purely based on that as well, because obviously like you want to go through stuff like together, and then when you've got all these press articles and people asking you questions, it just adds more stress and more pressure to the mix, doesn't it?
Oh my God, 100%. Like
Yeah.
people being like asking about the breakup. I'm like, oh wow, like this is really real. And like other people noticing it. And I'm
Yeah.
like, that solidifies it and that becomes more real.
Mm.
But I mean, at the moment, I feel like it's just a toxic cycle now because we're just going around in circles and not actually coming to a point of fixing anything. It's just like the same shit over and over again. So I'm like, okay, we need to really hone in on this, get the house done, move in and be in a routine of family life and all of that, and go to counselling, talk about our feelings, because when there's not someone there mediating things, I think it's really hard for Lockie and I to have a conversation.
Oh, 100%. I can only imagine, yeah.
We don't see eye to eye. And I'm like, okay, well, yes, I understand that I'm hurting you because of this, but now can I tell you why I'm hurt and why I may be acting like this? And it's like, and then he's like, well, now you're blaming me. And I'm like, no. So I'm like, we just need a mediator to sit there.
I think, like I said, I remember a couple of weeks ago on the podcast, I was going through a breakup and I mentioned that I saw a psychologist. Remember I said I saw a psychologist, and at the start I was like, oh, do I really want to be seeing a psychologist for this? Like, can I just like sort my own shit out? Anyway, I had one part of my job, so I was like, you know what, why not just like dish everything out to the psychologist? And honestly, even though it's not like couples counseling, it was just me like seeing a psychologist by myself. Like they give you advice from like a grounded, neutral standpoint, right? They're not on your side. They're not on Lockie's side. They're just giving you like what their perspective is.
Yes.
And like, it works so well. Like it actually does, because
you can see it from another perspective.
Yeah. And they're not taking sides or anything.
Yeah.
They're just telling you exactly what's happening and why the same behaviors keep reoccurring, and like what you can do to better it, and how you need to like, I guess, speak to Lockie about things so that it doesn't get like reactive, you know?
100%. I think maybe that's been our problem, is like everyone who has been involved in our relationship does take sides. So then for us, that's so confusing. Because we're like, well, see, like they're backing me up and reassuring me that I'm not just feeling this way because of X, Y, and Z. And he's like, well, my people have told me that, you fucked up there and you're being a bitch and all of this.
And that makes it worse, because then you get like reassurance from your close people that like, no, actually I need to stand my ground. Like I'm in the right.
It does
and
make
he's
it
got
worse.
people saying that he's in the right. So he's standing his ground. Nothing gets resolved.
So I think we just need to. So yes, to answer everyone's question, there was a breakup. We will work through it. I don't know what's happening at the moment. We've had a few, discussions about where we're at, and like we're just going to sit in this for a bit and then keep working on the house, getting that done, focusing on our children, because like obviously they come first. So like our feelings, we can sort that out later. We've got to make sure the kids are okay, and we're still like just navigating through the whole breakup, and we will try to make it work. But there was a breakup, yes. We're sitting with it at the moment. We will eventually try to sort things out. Yes, I'm hoping the house will get finished. And no, he was not burning my clothes on the fields. They were probably
just your hair.
Probably just some wigs. He was like, this pink one, I don't like that color. Nah, I don't. But like the timing of it wasn't right. And I don't know if he knew that there was a lot of media watching our profiles at the time. But you know, whatever. I think if there's anyone to be super open and honest and bring their feelings and talk about going through something, it's definitely me. And definitely, I don't know if he would be quiet. I don't know if he would go social with anything, but I'm definitely gonna, open up to people and let people know the honest truth, but I don't think I would violate anyone.
No, of course, because that just makes it even harder in the breakup phase then, when it's like toxic.
Yeah, I don't want to be toxic, but I'm definitely not going to keep things from people that are going on in my life, because I'm like, well, that is what I've built my profile off. It's like sharing my life with you guys, and I feel like I want to share things. I don't want to violate anyone else in the process, but I will be as open and honest as I can be. And, let you guys know what's going on. Like so many people have said to me in the last year, like, are you okay? Like you seem like flat or sad or not yourself. And I'm like, that is so true. Like, that is so true. I feel that myself. Like, I'm like, what's happening? Like, why has your light been so dim to the point where you're like, oh my God, I just am so over it. I don't want to get up and I don't want to film myself and I don't want to show up online because I do feel sad and I do feel depressed and I do feel like this is all too much. Because I'm like, I can't even recognize my own feelings. So I'm like, will it make it worse if I've got even more opinions, you know, coming?
Yeah. You got to work it out for yourself and what you truly want and what makes you happy in it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw the news articles like pop up and I was like, I'm not even going to bother messaging you to see what's happening because I just know that you would just get like such an influx of stuff. I'm like, that's the last thing that I would want is to like,
it's really overwhelming.
Talk to somebody else.
Yeah. When you're seeing it and then you're like, oh, how am I feeling? And then other people are messaging you, are you okay? And they'll give their assumption and then you'll start believing it. And then you're like, yeah, maybe that. Or it just like wigs you out even more.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of it comes down to stress as well. I mean, like relationships are tested under like stressful situations, I feel. And like, you know, renovating a house is like one of the most stressful things I think you can probably do as a couple with the kids as well, isn't it, you know?
100%. Well,
so you never know, once the house is done and you got that stress, you know, and that weight taken off your shoulders, you might find yourself being like, oh my God, like it was just the pressure from the renovations in the house and stuff, you know?
Yeah, but I think it comes down to like understanding your spouse as well. Like I think that's why we fight a lot because I don't understand when he needs the support and he doesn't see when I'm like about to explode and when I need the support and like he doesn't do it in the right way. Like for me being ADHD, when someone tells me to do something, it makes it so much worse.
Yeah,
like
100%.
And I'm like, I get that you're trying to help me. Like if I'm in bed all day and I can't wake up because I'm feeling so upset and then you go, get up, and then you're not like coming with support or saying it in a nice way. I'm like, you're literally making it worse. And I think I would be making things worse for him sometimes because I don't know how to come to him and show him support in the right way.
And it's just little things like how you word it. It's like
and in the tone.
In the tone.
The tone is everything.
Yeah, because that triggers me too. Like even little things like you said, just get out of bed. Or you just like if somebody said to me like, oh, get out of bed. Yeah. I'd just be like, I can get out of bed whenever I want. Yes. Now I'm actually going to stay in bed a bit longer. Yeah. You know? Exactly. But if you were to say, oh, I think you should get out of bed, like, it's, you know, it's getting a bit late.
It's not even, don't even tell. Like, okay, I'll give you girls an example and I'll give you men an example. It's like children. You have to make the child feel like they're the ones in control. Yeah. So this is what you do with children. This is something I've learned lately. You don't say, you need to stop what you're doing. You need to take your pants off and get upstairs. You say, okay, sweetie, would you like to put your pants on, go upstairs and get your shirt and then come down and then we can have a fun little outing? Or would you like to stand here for a really long time and get more upset because you're getting frustrated with your pants? Like you have to give them two options and make them feel like they're choosing the one that you want them to choose. Like if Lockie had come up to me and said, babe, I know you're feeling really down. Like I get it. Is there anything that I can get for you? I would really love. And I know that you'll feel better if you get out of bed and I would love to hang out with you. So I'm happy for you to stay in bed and be with your feelings. Or let me know if I can get you something to make it easier for you to get out of bed. And then we can spend some really nice quality, wholesome time together. It's your choice. Yeah. You can do whatever you like. And
then you'd be like, all right,
I'll be like, okay, can I please get, a double shot iced latte? He's like, sure, it'll be waiting downstairs for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel 100% agree with that.
It's always the approach. Yeah. And I feel like that's what we need to understand when it comes to dating a man or a woman or just someone who's not like you. Yeah. And most of the time, you are different to the person that you're dating. So you have to really learn what gets them out of, like what makes them happy, what doesn't. When they're on a verge of a mental breakdown, like it's just, you got to support.
Yeah, 100%. And I feel like if you're feeling a type of way, like uneasy, down in the dumps, whatever it is, I feel like you should like express that as well, because I feel like from my experience, when I bottle things in for too long, then I'm like, oh, I just won't say anything, or something's irritating me. I'll be like, I'm not going to say anything, whatever. It might go days where I've not said anything about it, but then like we do have an argument or something, and then all of a sudden it's, like you said, an eruption. It's a proper volcano, because it's not just about the issue that we're talking about now, but it's like the shit that happened a couple of days ago as well.
Yeah,
and
everything.
It just makes things so much more worse.
So much worse. So yeah, I think communication and understanding your person.
And arguing fast. That's one thing I've started to do, is like argue fast. I stand by that now.
Or bringing it up straight away.
Yeah.
And not letting it like get to the point where you're like, now I'm going to explode and get really angry about it.
Yeah.
Because you've held on to it for so long.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's the goss from me, the tea from me. Yes, there was a breakup. Don't know what's happening at the moment. We're kind of in like, what's that? Like the...
Limbo.
A little bit of limbo, but we'll work through it. And I think both of our goal is to get the house done, make sure the kids are okay, and make sure we're okay as well.
Yeah, for sure,
like, I still want to be in his life, and I still want to be friends regardless of whether we're together or not. So yeah, I think we just need to come at the situation with a lot more support, love, empathy, and just go from there.